Ó ti hù kó pẹ́ tó ìkà jìyà dájúdájú rere lolúwa fi ń san rere.
Ire ni ẹ ṣe o ẹ máa ṣe ká. Ire ni ẹ sọ o ẹ máa sọ ká.
Ó ti hù kó pẹ́ tó ìkà jìyà dájúdájú rere lolúwa fi ń san rere. Ire ni ẹ ṣe o ẹ máa ṣe ká. Ire ni ẹ sọ ẹ máa sọ̀ka bó ti hù kó pẹ́ tó ìkà jìyà dájúdájú rere lolúwa fi ń san rere.
Ire ni ẹ ṣe o ẹ máa ṣe ká. Ire ni ẹ sọ o ẹ máa sọ̀ka bó ti hù kó pẹ́ tó ìkà jìyà dájúdájú rere lolúwa fi ń san rere.
And welcome to the Midday News on Osbc. We apologize for the bit delay, which is due to technical issue. This is the Midday News on Osbc. My name is Tajuddin Amodu. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to providing quality, affordable, and accessible healthcare services to Nigerians. Minister of State for Health, Mr. Joseph Kumankama, made this known at the presentation of certificate to the National Laboratory Equipment Calibration Center. Kumakana, who commended the center for receiving an accreditation by the Kenya Accreditation Services, said Nigeria is signatory to several global initiatives and committed to the health and development of our citizens. He said the reforms complemented the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria on the health sector, which is in line with the effort of federal government to reposition the health center in Nigeria. In the meantime, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it has distributed materials for Saturday's run election in 6 local government areas of Zamfara State. The resident electoral commissioner, Professor Saidu Ahmad, made this disclosure at a stakeholders meeting in Gusau. He said the election was for Zamfara Central Senatorial District and 2 House of Representatives seats for Gusau Safi and Gumi Bukuyum federal constituencies. Ahmad appealed to politicians and the media to encourage the electorate to turn out and cast their vote on time so that the process can be concluded at the right time. Following the expected rise in sea level and tidal surge that may negatively impact agriculture, human settlement and transportation, the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Mustafa Ahmed, has warned that there is a high-risk coastal flooding in Bayelsa, Delta, Lagos, and Rivers States. Ahmed gave this warning in Abuja during the public presentation of the 2023 Climate-Related Disaster Preparedness and Mitigation Strategies, jointly produced by Nigeria Hydrological Services and Nigeria Meteorological Agency. The NEMA board said no fewer than 665 people died, while 3,181 persons were injured across the country during the 2022 flood. It says, sequel to the public presentation of the 2023 Seasonal Climate Prediction by NIMET in January this year, Annual Flood Outlook by NISA in February, the National Emergency Management Agency convened a technical meeting to review the 2 forecast documents. Stakeholders in the popular Takumosa market, Ilesha, have debunked speculations in some quarters that recently commissioned 64 lock-up shops by Governor Ademola Adeleke were built by the immediate past administration as a ruse that should be ignored. According to the chairman, Atakumosa Market, Chief Babatunde Obembe, and the Iyaloja of Ijeshaland, Chief Anna Awe. The project was initiated, executed, and completed by Governor Ademola Adeleke's administration. Said Adiboje has more on the story.
Land. The market houses one of the ancient markets in the history of Osun State is the Atakumosa Market. It is situated in the heart of Ilesha, not far from the palace of the Owa Obokun Adimula of Ijeshaland. The market houses lock-up shops and open space outlets where food items, clothing materials, and other housewares were sold. But some 9 years ago, the popular market, often described as the biggest in Osun State, was gutted by fire, making traders lose goods worth millions of naira. By this, one would think it is the obligation of the government to assist in rebuilding the market, if not assisting affected traders with cash. Lo and behold, the former governor Rauf Aregbesola promised to raise the market to an international standard. His successor, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, through the Ministry of Works and Transportation, built some open outlet shops, some completed and some not completed. In fact, some of the projects embarked upon by the past administration are at the foundation level. A good idea of what an abattoir should look like the administration had, but the building housing the abattoir was never completed, ditto other shops. Meanwhile, the shops have been numbered. Recently, the Governor Ademola Adeleke's administration thought of quick intervention aimed at relieving traders of hardship melted on them in the process of keeping their wares. He constructed 64 lock-up shops at the Atakumosa Market within 100 days in office. It was commissioned by the Deputy Governor, Prince Kola Adewusi, for the use of traders. But before leaving the scene of the program, the social media had been awash with insinuations that Governor Ademola Adeleke was commissioning a project already completed by his predecessor, claiming to be part of his achievement in 100 days he assumed office. A fact-finding mission by this reporter revealed that apart from the fact that the Governor Ademola Adeleke's project in the Atakumosa Market occupied a separate parcel of land with 4 blocks, the 64 lock-up shops were not numbered as done on the project of the past administration, which was marked and numbered. The Iyaloja of Ijeshaland, who doubles as the Iyaloja at Atakumosa Market, has this to say about the insinuations and the project of Ademola Adeleke's administration.
Na fila ṣe ibe fún wa an de wá ṣe fún ane an de bi pe gan la an wá sí ye an ṣe fún a òun na la sí o eléyìí kan ti wà lálẹ́ an de dire o.
Marveled by the unfounded claims by some people that Adeleke was commissioning an already completed project, the chairman at Atakumosa Market, Chief Babatunde Obembe, explained that the market received a check to build 64 lock-up shops from Governor Ademola Adeleke in February. He warned rumor mongers to be wary of their comments on social media as the project of the 64 local shops was started and completed by Governor Ademola Adeleke's administration.
Àwọn ìjọba àná eléyìí tán ṣe ọ̀tọ̀, àwọn ìjọba ìní eléyìí tán ṣe ọ̀tọ̀, àwọn ìjọba tó wà lóde lẹ́ni 64 lock-up shop náà kọ́ láàrin ọgọ́rùn-ún ọjọ́ tán dẹ̀ wá sí, so kò jọra wọn.
The door of Chief Babatunde Obembe and Anna Awe appealed to Governor Ademola Adeleke to disregard baseless propaganda by his political opponents and assist in completing the leftover jobs of the previous administration in Atakumosa Market.
Ẹ ṣe àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù tí wọ́n ti parí yìí, àwọn ìjọba àná àwọn ni wọ́n parí ẹ̀kan tó fi ìjọba lẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ wá ń fàsìkò ìrọ̀ ìjọba tó wà lóde nísìn láti wá bá a parí ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á kún wọn lọ́wọ́, Ọlọ́run á ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́, á ṣe é ṣe fún wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Yẹ kí ìjọba àná kó ṣèkù kan wá bá a parí rẹ̀ torí gbogbo ìjọ wọn ṣe fún àná ni pé gbogbo àdọ́lé kọ́ wà lálẹ́ náà ni à ń parí kan dè lábá àkùnrin ìgbéyàwó náà kan bá a parí rẹ̀ o.
Should you be chanced to visit the Atakumosa Market in Ilesha, it is clear that you will see the project of Governor Ademola Adeleke and that of his predecessor Adegboyega Oyetola. From the office of the Deputy Governor, this is Said Adeboje reporting.
Now on the foreign scene, a bus carrying Israeli tourists overturned on a rural road in central South Korea, leaving one person dead and dozens more injured. According to a police source, the bus carrying 33 Israeli tourists were traveling from the popular historic city of Gwangju in the southeast to nearby Gwangju when it flipped over after taking a sharp turn. And that ends the Midday News on Osbc. It was edited by Michael Adeni. Join us at 3 for the State News. Good afternoon.
Should